Alright, so today was a weird day. It was kind of like a, up and down day again. Market was absolutely wild. It was literally all over the place. I think it was an overall downtrend today, but I can't quite remember because this is the next day when I'm recording this. But yeah, the candles were just so overextended. They were just absolutely massive, especially when the market opened. So this is pre-market, so we're probably a little bit early to jump into this, but yeah, it did start to move down, thankfully. Yeah, so yeah, no wrong with this one, to be fair. It went, yeah, it was just a weird day today. Weird day. I got that V-shaped recovery forming. Yeah, just expecting a further continuation of the breakout here. We were up quite nicely at first, but then it just faded away, and yeah, new candle opened and just came straight back down on us. So that was that. Yeah, stops today were really difficult to know exactly where to put them because, like I said, the market was just so overextended. Like, I was looking at the 10-second chart, which I know I shouldn't, but I was looking at the 10-second chart, and it was literally like 30-point candles, just chopping around 30-point candles. It's just crazy. Like, there's just no way of knowing exactly where to put your stop. I think today it was just one of those where you just got to get into it and hope that the momentum is in the direction. You know, it wasn't a day where you could hold anything, to be fair. So this was a really nice one. So again, you know, the NQs, well, the Nasdaq, not the NQ, Jesus, moving up. But again, having to sit through drawdown. Didn't have a stop loss on here, but we were sensible with it. Obviously, that stop loss is just fucking miles away, so we were never going to allow it to come all the way down there. I have to admit, you know, there were moments here in this trade where we did start to consider just taking it off there. I mean, that stop loss there is in such a stupid place. But at the same time, like, where do you put it? You know, you want to get into the trade. You know, you're expecting it to go, you know, continuation. But it just, like, where do you put your fucking stops? You know what I mean? Like, where's a reasonable? Even he is pretty unreasonable. It's still I think that's still like a 40-point stop almost, which is crazy. So yeah, but we started to pick up momentum, so it was a nice one. We started to push there. We started to move our stop as we go. What I am sort of happy about today is we didn't oversize, but at the same time, I think 2 contracts was big today. This one was just fucking wild, absolutely wild. So we were up nicely, didn't take it off. Obviously VWAP's there, the 5-minute chart, but looking at the lower time frames, we had the 200 EMA just above VWAP there, which is what we were targeting, and obviously it just didn't work because, you know, we sort of went up basically to VWAP and then came straight back down again and ended up getting stopped out. So this was quite a long trade, but yeah, it was just fucking, yeah, like there, you know, up nicely, it just didn't take it off and just came straight back down to stop us out. So it was really annoying, that one, like really annoying, but it fucking is what it is. Nothing we can do about that. So again, this was a nice trade, anticipating a breakout of this range here. Probably got into it a little bit early if we're being honest, but we've got that pivot point there that we're expecting it to sort of what we're hoping, that it holds that pivot point and we're able to get into it, get going. Again, another one where it picked up some nice momentum, moved nicely. The only problem is we fucked around with our stop losses, and when we got out of it, we ended up back in it in a long, but in a sell position. Obviously, we were still in momentum to the upside, so we did give a tiny little bit of profit back just when we realised that, getting out of that quickly. Not too much. I think it was only one contract, but still something that we do need to be a little bit more aware of and a little bit more conscious of. I don't even know what the fuck this one was. We were in and out of it. Let's put it that way. I'm not even entirely sure whether it was no. I think it was a break-even trade. In the end, yeah. So we took a short here. Took a short. Coming through that pivot point, through that 50 EMA, picked up some nice momentum, taking it to the downside, and nothing wrong with this one. Moved our stops accordingly. Can't argue with it. Nice one. I think we took a lot of decent trades today. To be fair, we just felt like I said, the market was just so overextended. Like, it was just a difficult one because you just really didn't know where to put your stops. Unfortunately. This one here was beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Come down into that area of demand, we've got that long wick on the previous 5 minute candle, and now we're starting to push away. So I did actually try and I noticed this one whilst we were still manually locked out. So I did try and get into it earlier, but obviously we were still locked out, but we were locked out with like 10 seconds left to go, so that's kind of, if we'd have been able to get into it where we wanted to, our entry would have been a little bit lower, just on the break. Rather than up there at the opening range low, but still a good one, still a very good one. And in hindsight, obviously hindsight's a bitch, but if we'd held this a little bit longer, we'd have taken a much larger profit out of this one. So, but it was still a very good trade. Don't really know why I tried it again, but I tried it again. And it just hammered its way to the downside. So, fucking is what it is with that one. And then this was a good one. Nothing wrong with this. Put our stop at the bottom of of that candle, just sort of expecting that, you know, bottom wicks in, gonna start to push up now, which we did nicely, so can't argue with that one. Ended green on the day quite nicely. We were up a bit more earlier in the day, but obviously kept going and ended up down a little bit and then got it back up nicely. So yeah, we're still up on the day, so can't argue with that really.